All right. Yeah, I think hey JP, what's up, dude? Welcome back. Yes, early stream. Um, how's it going? Yeah, the last couple days I've been talking a lot about these 22 equal chords. Basically, I'm practicing more clairlune. Nice. Hey, very well, what's up? Yeah, not sure what I'm gonna get into today. I think I want to practice some of these chords on the instrument, some of the arpeggios and stuff. Nothing too exciting, but yeah, I just want to get familiar with these sounds. Um, Also, I was looking at something yesterday. What was I looking at yesterday? Yeah, I was playing more random chords after I stopped streaming, and there's chords like this. If you did like C, then up a tritone, and then B flat. It's basically like a dominant sharp 11 without the third. And there's stuff like that. I don't know. Some stuff is kind of ambiguous, so you just kind of give it a name that sort of makes sense. It's like this A, down sharp F, and down B. If you invert that, it's another dominant chord. So it's cool voicing of that. Um, it's really just dominant chord inverted, I guess. And then this was kind of a weird one. I came up with a couple ways of spelling it. So it'd be C, the whole tone scales. Yeah, I can mess with that some more too. That's a cool scale. It's called astrology, I think is the name of the moss or the temperament. I think the scale is called citrus. There's a 10 note version that's cool too. I don't know if you looked at that one, the 10 note version. But what's really interesting about that one is that there's no major or minor chords, I think. Even in the 10 note version, it's all magic and sense of magic. And I think in the, what was it? Six or seven note version, it's all magic. There might be one other chord, but I think they're all magic. Yeah, it's interesting. Like, we'll look at that again too. Um, yeah, like this chord here is C, E flat, G, D, B flat, up E flat. I don't think that's how I played it, actually. I think I played it with different voicing. Uh, it was something like this. It was something like. Cool sounding chord though, whatever it is. This is B flat. Other version sounds good too. I like that a lot. It's got that that flat 9 in it, which is like pretty gnarly in 22. You're about 2 minutes of it to the bridge part. Yeah, I have a student that is learning like the whole thing now. He got everything up to the part where the left hand starts doing all the arpeggios and stuff. And that all sound, he plays it really well, but he's just never learned the rest of it. So we're just now starting that, which is kind of cool. That's one of those pieces that I probably should have learned or should learn at some point, but I just never have. But I've taught it to people. Just a student I've had for like, he's been my student on and off for like years now. He's first year of college now. He's actually studying to be a neuroscientist or a neurosurgeon, one of those. But he's really bright. He plays football too. He's like you know, he's just one of those people. He's like basically perfect on paper. Anyway, and he's a good kid. I mean, he's a young adult now. Not really a kid, but I guess he's kind of a kid. He still can't drink legally. Although I don't know who that really stops, but oh, you can't even smoke legally now. I forgot about that. He liked Debussy because he has a lot of left-handed pieces. Big money. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people, when they first go to college, they shoot for something really ambitious, and then when they realize how like insanely hard it is, they kind of dial it back a little bit. I don't know if that's what he's gonna do though. I'm pretty sure he was like valedictorian in his class, and he was like quarterback on his football team, and just a real high achiever. He did all the extracurricular stuff. He was probably like, I can't remember the name of it, but he actually he and he's a really good piano student too, but he's a really kind of an interesting one because he always kind of knows what he wants to work on. So basically he just has an idea and I just kind of help him realize it. And he mostly just plays stuff people know. Like he did this really cool what's that song by Journey? Can't Stop Believing by Journey. It just sounds awesome. And he just like found this arrangement of it. And I helped him with it and then we kind of like changed it slightly. And he like performs it for this like club he's part of. It's like I can't remember what it's called. It's one of those extracurricular like uh honor society type things, but it's not that exactly. It's one of those things like that though. Sound good in 22. I don't know how to play it off the top of my head. I mean, I could look at the music, but I don't really feel like doing any covers for a while. I really want to just get my brains wrapped around the theory a little bit. I'm hardcore in like theory mode. But yeah, what was that chord I was just playing? It sounded so nice. It had this. So this is the same chord except the I have an up B flat, so it'd be like a C. How do you do this? Neutral 7. Nine, up flat 10, something like that. That looks pretty horrifying. But you could also simplify it to the chord over the different roots. So what would that be? So it would be I don't think I did this right anyway. This would be a sense of major thing, not major. Oh, if I did B flat, that's why. So if I, so now it would be. So this would be. That's still a major. So it's a major 7. It's just this with a flat 9. So I guess that's just E flat, major 7, flat 9, E flat sense of major, major 7. Oh, this should be like little Z or big Z, big Z. That's probably fine. And then over C. Yeah. Something like that. These look kind of. This looks kind of ugly. That looks kind of crazy too, but. You're working on a cover. It's in 22. Your ex needs to shut up. Oh my god. You gotta continue your covering air guitar. You know you've ran through the nice tone major scale bunch. Can I run through nice tone minor real quick? Yeah, sure, of course. There's C, D, down E flat, F, G, down E flat, down, I mean, up A flat, up E flat, C, and yeah, like the thing that's weird about the minor is you basically if you go to a major key, it's kind of the flip of what happens in the major nice tone, I guess. Like when you if you use chords from the relative major, like E flat down or up E flat or whatever. You want that up F, and even if you just like add extensions to like if you did a up flat 6 chord, you'd want to add that up at F. So it can be kind of funny going from that to the regular F. Even if you hyperextend a C minor or a neutral minor or whatever. Oh, that's a cool chord. Oh man. Oh, that's good. I think I like it more without the third though. That's nice though. What is this? That's C, G, B flat, D, up F. C, up F. So B flat and F make a perfect fifth. So what's this? So, I mean, it's some kind of C9 chord with an up 11. I think that's all it is. It's like C9 up 11. But it has no third. You could call it you could call it B flat super major over C5, and that would be like crystal clear. Sag or whatever. Um, 4, 6, 7, 9, 11. Oh yeah, cause the up F. No, it's the 11 of the 9. It would be the up 5 of the B flat. I mean, not a B flat. Oh, is it up 5? Oh, maybe it is up 5. Yeah. Hold on. I think you're right. You're right. Yeah. So be sense major or super major up 5, whatever you want to call that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not always picking these out correctly. But I'll get there. But yeah, that's a pretty clean expression of that. But it sounded okay with the third too, though. The minor third. That sounds better. I guess, yeah, it's just like a harmonic series chord. Those just sound really good. I guess I could add the 15 or. try like. Actually. That's kind of hard to play. Need to, maybe I can do like. Use the pedal. What's that, Mr. Leaky? Too early, sorry. Caught me on, nice. What's up, some guy? If you add 5 in there, it becomes too really clean. We will shrivel up. A little bit of porcupine tempering you here. Yeah. Which email is good to use for live impromptu stuff? You'll send a test. Email. Can you send it on Discord? Did I send you an email address before? Hold on. Do you know how to render like a MP3? If you can't like render it as Discord won't send too big of files, but if you can just like render it like as an MP3, should be fine. Yeah, so if you just re-render it, I mean you can render an MP3 like super fast. Just like re-render it as an MP3, you should be able to send it. I don't know what DAW you use, but it's usually pretty easy. You just when you go to your rendering settings, you just tell it to do a wave. If you can't figure it out, I'll send you an email address, but it's like that's a good skill to know, regardless. So I'll give you a couple minutes to figure that out. Yeah, like I can show you on Reaper, like I don't think you use Reaper, but it's really easy when you go to the chain and you go to a render and then you just format and then you just go to MP3 and then you just render it and you have MP3. It's really straightforward. Go up the magic chain with major triads until you loop back to 22. Oh, that'd be really easy on this layout. Okay. Well, I gotta. Well, I guess. is that what you mean? I have to like go back and octave invert it, I think. 'Cause I only get so many here. Unless. I don't know if you can actually do that on here. I don't think I have a full 22 segment. I could do like this way. I mean, I could do it some other way. What about 11? Um, how many? Try to figure out like should I be able to do this? Am I just not understanding something about this? Because a major third is magic. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I only get as long as 19. I can only fit 19 of them. Major thirds on this layout. Can I do 11? Like do 11 Ito? Yeah, I got 11 Ito on here. How do you do it on here? I can't remember. I think it's just like this. Damn it. Mr. Leaky, I bet you'd like 11 Ito. No need for 11 Ito. Oh, just go up 11 times. Oh yeah, I can do that. What's that? Is that what you said? Go up the magic chain with a major triad. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, that magic um or astrology moss. That's magic. Yeah, this has only magic. This is all magic triads. The 6-note one. Oops. Oh, let's do that. This is something that this is the 7-note one. This is something that they should put on the Lumitone is this scale selector thing. If someone hasn't done that already, you figured it out, nice. Yeah, there's no major triads or minor triads. This goes magic, and then it's the magic major, magic minor, magic, magic major, magic minor, magic, magic major, magic minor, magic. Yeah, it just alternates those. So normal, major, minor, normal, major, minor, normal, major, minor. Yeah, it just alternates major, minor, major, minor, diminished major, minor, diminished major, minor, diminished major, minor, diminished major. And then if you add the other notes, you get sense of magic. So if you do the 10-note moss, 3 1 1, no 3 1 3 1 3 3 1 3 1 3. As many oh, you can't see the keyboards. So if you do this one, you get oh, I wish I was showing you all the keyboard before. I'll just do it one more time. So here's the regular version. So magic, and then magic major, magic minor, magic major, minor, magic, magic, magic. And that's it. There's no perfect fifths in this scale. So you can't make a major or minor chord. Those are the only triads you can make. But if you add the extra note, I don't know how to do this. Like this, it's 3 1 3 1 3 3 1 3 1 3. So if you add the extra notes, you get some perfect fifths, but you still don't have major or minor chords. Because you don't have them. You don't have the thirds where you need them. You have major thirds, you have perfect fifths, but you don't have a third after a fifth. So, but you do get, you get Sense of Magic. You get 3 different Sense of Magic chords. Obviously, you can invert those. So you get the 3 Sense of Magic triads. If you get 1, you get 3. I mean, that's just how it goes. And then you get all those magic triads, and you get a bunch more. You get like 1, 2, 3. You have one here too. You have like 6 different magic triads, and then you have like that's something else. That's like a 7th chord without the 5th. You get that bunch. If I just start on this one, you get 8 of those. It's kind of crazy. And then but yeah, you don't get a single major chord or minor chord. It's crazy. And then you get all the ones you had in the other. You have the sense of, or the magic minor. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of those. You have the magic major. 6 of those. 6 magic majors, 6 magic minors, and 6 magic chords. That makes sense, because you should have. Yeah, you should have 6 of each, because they're just inversions of each other. And then 3 Sense of Magic. No, 2 Sense of Magic. Yeah, sorry. 2 Sense of Magic. Those invert to 2 different chords, so you only get Sense of Magic and magic triads in that whole scale, and it's a cool scale. And this one sounds cool too. It's got the neutral seconds in it. Well, the other one had neutral seconds, but it's got consecutive neutral seconds, and then it's got some half steps in there. Well, the other one had consecutive neutral seconds too, but not as many. Or did it? Actually, it does not. Never mind. It's got consecutive whole steps, which they both do, because this one includes the other one. I haven't tried the 16-note version, honestly. 16-note sounds like too many. Good idea, although you need to revamp the layout every time. What do you mean? Why? It'd be cool if you could just like highlight the scale you want. Like that, like all it does is like on the linnstrument, all it does is it turns off the keys that aren't in the scale. So like they just don't light up. So all the ones in the scale you want light up. All the other ones don't. If you could temper one interval to be a bit better in 22, which one would it be? You know, honestly, I don't think about stuff like that. I'm not that picky. I'm not really that into JI where I'm like, oh, I need those consonant intervals. I really like the sound of 22 overall. and I feel like it's good enough. And there's a lot of stuff in 12 equal that takes time to get that took time to get used to. And there still is stuff in 12 equal that would take time to get used to if I wanted to pursue it, you know. So I just treat it like that. I just treat it like, okay, well, this is the tuning. If you're gonna really get good at it, just, you know, just gotta, you know, make do with what you have. Um, that being said, I mean, maybe I can answer the. I don't know what a good. I mean, the thing is, you know what's really funny about that? Actually, it's it. It's an interesting question because I think this actually highlights something that is nobody really talks about with tempering and stuff, which is that the maybe the worst interval in 22 equal is the super major third, and that's the most in tune interval in the whole system. it's like it's like almost perfect. It's like a perfect 9/7. The thing is like 9/7 just it just doesn't fit in with our normal music. But I think it really highlights something significant about, you know, tuning and JI and how all this stuff works, which is that like it's not the whole picture. It's not the whole point. It's only a cent. It's so accurate. It's almost perfect, and it's the hardest. It's the hardest interval to use in 22. It's the best tuned interval in 22. I think it's actually the best tuned interval. I haven't looked at all the intervals, but it's. I'm pretty sure it is the closest to JI out of all the intervals, and it's not a fundamental. It's not a like a fundamental harmonic. You know, it's a 9/7. So anything that's not over 4 is not like a fundamental harmonic being represented. But it's still a low limit interval. I mean, it's 7 limit, it's 9 odd limit. It's a low limit interval and it just sounds terrible. It's so hard to use. And it has nothing to do with how in tune it is. It has everything to do with the fact that we're not used to this interval. That's all it has to do with. And it sounds really good on the top of a chord. It sounds great on top of chords. It sounds fine in isolation. It sounds good in certain chords, like in a stack of 9/7s. It sounds good. But if you put a fifth over the root, if you play a super major chord, it's so hard to use. It's just so hard to use. It has nothing to do with it being out of tune. It's in tune. It's just that is such a hard chord to accept. I don't know. That's just another thing I like. I just happen to like that about this tuning system, is that, you know, it kind of highlights the absurdity of the JI, whatever you want to call it. Like JI isn't everything. So, you know, I mean, and where you put that note in a chord, it sounds, I mean, just sick if you put it on like a seventh chord. Like, it sounds really good. But like if you play it here and play your root down here, it sounds amazing. And if you play it in like a sub minor chord, it sounds really good too. So, I mean, it sounds really good in some contexts, but there's a lot of contexts where it's just so abrasive, and it has nothing to do with the tempering. It's very close. So yeah, if we look at the chart, I would not be surprised if that's the best JI interval in the whole tuning, other than the octave, obviously. 11:10 is really close. And that's a really sick interval. That one's really good. That's one of my favorite intervals in this tuning. It's funny though because in a lot of scales it sounds bad, but it's just like, but if you just string them together, they're great. And what I mean by a lot of scales, I mean just like no, when you hear it in the context of like certain, I don't know, like if you put it as like your two, it can sound pretty weird, but in some contexts it sounds so good. And some you're like, what the heck, man? Yeah, that's all. That was really close. But that's a more complex interval than a 7/9. But it's very close though. Quite nice. And then I always forget how close the 5/4 is. It's actually really pretty close. So not even 5 cents off. Yeah, 9/7 is like a cent and a sliver. It's like a cent and not even a third. So it's super close. I think that's closer than the other one. This one is, it's comparable, but this is about a cent and a half. So these are, they're more or less equally close. About a cent off. So, and then their inversions, of course, are going to be really close too. What is this 14/9? Be like 7/4 is not good. 15/8 is actually really good too. Oh, I didn't even realize how close that one is. Yeah, a lot of the intervals in this are actually, not a lot of them, but a few of them are like almost dead on. Has no 13 limit. What is 14/9? Oh, that's from like I see. So this is the up major 5 or whatever, or the up 5. So, or major 5th, I guess you could call it. So that's that magic interval. So this is a 14/9. So this was the 9. Is that right? I don't really know. It's kind of like high up there where it's like weird to think about how it would fit in the chord. And if this is your 9, it's like a good 14/9. Do you play the root below that? Is that? I think it's just the flip of a. The inversion of 9/7 14/9 appears in magic chords. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's right. Set a piano tune. All right, I'll check that out in a second. Send the approximations. Yeah, that's that interval. That's an up 5. Yeah. Yeah, it's the best ranked one. And it's inver. Okay, that's why that one's close. It's the inversion of that. That makes sense. Yeah. And, then, and that's the second best. And then the 15/8. It's so funny. They're almost like random. Because they're all like like 9/7, then 11/10, and then, well, that one is over 8. Yeah, it doesn't have a lot of like over 8 stuff. That was really close though. And yeah. The thing is, if it's over 8, then you can kind of use it in like a pure way. Like you don't have to really think about it. It doesn't have to be contextualized as much. But I guess you need all of them to get the. I don't know that you do actually, because if you have a good 7 and you have a good 9, and blah blah blah. If you have a good 7 and you have a good 9, you have a good 7 over 9 or 9 over 7 or whatever. Yeah, this doesn't count. 13, 11. What is this in the... I don't even know what this is. That's the up 4 to... Is that like a... That's like sub minor third, or is that minor third? Is that supposed to be sub minor third? I don't know what that's supposed to be. You like 22 because it was 15/8. That's why 43 appeals to you. Makes the major 7th chord shine. Yeah, it's got really nice major 7th. I agree with that. I also like the super major 7th though, honestly. That sounds pretty cool too. But yeah, I'm not like hung up on JI stuff. I mean, and I think that the whole fact that like the best JI interval in 22 is like the hardest interval to use. I think it just kind of supports my perspective on it, which is that it's really not that important, really. And either you like the sound of the tuning or you don't. It's not like every sound is going to be a sound you like, and every interval is not going to be consonant. But you can find uses for those intervals that aren't consonant. Like we've made all our music in 12 equal, and it's not really a great approximation of most JI, and it's fine. So I'm more excited by like what's possible with these different tuning systems in general than I am by like the ability to do near JI stuff. That's why I'm not like super thrilled by like 31. Like 31 is cool, don't get me wrong. And JI stuff sounds really good. But sometimes when it's a little off, it sounds even better. I mean, so I don't know. I think it is cool in a tuning to have a good healthy number of approximations. But yeah, if I were to really look for an answer to that question, I mean, what does 22 not do? It doesn't do neutral and it doesn't do 13. I don't know that I really want. I mean, it doesn't do neutral thirds, and it does, or sixths, obviously, and it doesn't do 13 limit. So, I don't know. Would you try to temper one of these so it's closer to 13? Like, make what's the flip of the 8/5 is the 5/4. Would you move the 5/4, make it extra flat so that this would get a little closer to 13 or something like that? I don't know. That's a thought, I guess. But I even feel like all you gotta do is do 27. That's kind of like that. Yeah, you lose out on Porcupine. Yeah, I don't want to lose out on Porcupine. This isn't a question that's on my mind. I don't really, I mean, only because you asked it. I'm just wondering, like, what situation would I even want to do that? I'm not really sure. Don't know that I know. Where to put Discord? Alright, some guy, if you're still here, man, I'm sorry. I've been distracted. We'll check out your tune. I'll grab a little snack while we're listening to this.
Still has all of his gear, and he still has all his clothes. He thought that he'd have more to show after running all these roads, but the pay's about the same as it was way back when, as he tries to sum his life up, spending 20 in front of a twin. He covers up the grave and he watches what he eats, and when he's finally home, kicks up both his feet. But it's only a couple days till he's back out on the road, going down the highway with a trailer and a load. 20 in front of a twin, again and again. It's hard to remember when he wasn't standing on that damned old stage. He spent 20 years in front of a twin. The world keeps turning faster, but he still stays the same. He's seen them come and go since he's been in the game. But if he shut down now, Lord, it'd be a sin. Where did all the time go? He spent 20 in front of a twin. 20 in front of a twin, again and again. It's hard to remember when he wasn't standing on that damned old stage. He spent 20 years in front of a twin. Hey, it's hard to remember when he wasn't standing on that damned old stage. He spent 20 years in front of a twin.
He's gonna stop playing his guitar. That's funny you did a piano song about a guitar player. Could burn that thing up. It's on fine. You do the same thing? Yeah, you're not a bad singer. I'm not a great judge. I'm a pretty medium to bad myself, so even if you are bad, I have no advice. I can't help you. I'm bad too. That would be the blind leading the blind. It's such a struggle. I hate singing. I mean, I don't hate it, but it's so hard. I'm not natural at it. And I'm not like obsessed with it like I am with like this microtonal stuff. I like just have to like make myself do it. You listen to my entire album? Oh hell yeah. You might be the first. I'm just kidding. One of my friends I know listened to it, so you might be the second. I don't know that he didn't skip a couple tracks though. But yeah, it was a journey to make it. I'll say that. I'm working on this next one, but it's been interrupted so many times. I'm like so broke. I've just been like working a ton because I'm about to go on vacation. Well, first it was to get a Lumitone. Got the Lumitone, and then my dog's leg screwed up, and I had to take her to the emergency vet. I had to get a credit card. So, and then I'm about to go on vacation. I do this trip every year. It's just like I got hammered with everything all at once while I was like dead broke anyway. So I think I'm finally at a place where it's fine. Like it's gonna be okay as long as nothing terrible happens in the next month or two. Um, but it's hard to work on an album when you have like all this shit you have to take care of, all these bills and a dog, and I guess I could have just let her die or whatever, but I'd rather not, you know. All right, I'll be right back. I gotta wash my hand. Um, no, she's fine. Her leg, she's old. Her leg is screwed up, but she's okay. She's got arthritis. Um, all right, I'm gonna put on a track. They were talking about Zia earlier in the Discord. I was reading a little of that, revisiting the old, I guess, drama where she went kind of crazy, and that might be what she's been up to lately, actually, is thinking she's solving big math problems and stuff. Let's check out some of her music. 'Cause she's on my mind. Where would be a good one? I wish she would put out some more music. I always like her stuff. Or, yeah, I do always like her stuff. I don't like it all equally, but I like it. I haven't listened to this in a while. Actually, I don't even remember what this sounds like, so let's check this one out. The Tetracot? Okay, let's try that. Hold on. Let me find it. Uh, I didn't know she had 34 Edo stuff. Oh, here it is. Modal studies in Tetracot. It's J.I., but it's like it's a Neji. Close. Or 30. Maybe she does both. Yes. Oh. I'll be back in a second. got a neutral third. It's kind of interesting. Oh, this isn't 34. Sounds cool. Okay. Wait, what am I doing now? So, I don't do that anymore. Oh yeah, I was also looking at there's an anti-diatonic in 22 Ito. It's an 11 Ito. I kind of have an idea for that. Maybe I'll try that. Actually, I gotta learn the scale though. I've learned it before, but there's a two L 5S, so it's 6 and 2. See, that's just wait. 2, 2. Okay, that looks good. So this is an anti-diatonic in 11 or 22 Ito. Let me do an easier layout first. It's gonna be 2, 2, and 6. I think this is Sense of Magic. That's major third. And that's like a sub minor third. So I was wondering, like, what would you do? Yeah, the diagonal thing is yeah, Sense of Magic. So it's like not even a 22 Ito third. It's so compressed. It's like a diminished third, basically. And then the fifth is also super compressed. You know what I want to do, actually? I want to try the 5-note version of this Moss. I guess it would be like the anti-diatonic pentatonic or something like that. But since the thirds are too small, I'm kind of curious what happens if you do the 5-note version. So it'd be 8 and 2, so it'd be 2 2. Well, you'd still have those super tiny intervals, I guess, actually. Oh, what the heck? We'll still try it. So it'd be 2 2 8 2 8. So 2 2 1 2 1 2. So these are it's like a major 7th, and then 10 is a what's 10? Like a up 5. No, that can't be right, because 13's a 5, right? 10 would be a up 4. Okay. So 2 up 4s makes a major 7, I guess. Yeah, 20. Okay, that makes sense. So if we go back to the other version, so it's 2 2 1 2 3 4 5 6 2 2 2 1 2 3 4 5 6. I go back to my normal layout. Let me just figure out what notes are on this scale. So it's C. So I think I just have to look at it because I don't really know. So it'd be 2. What is it? 2 2. And what was it? 6. Well, I got 6. It's a minor third, right? And 2 2. Okay, so 2 2. So So we have C, and then like a D up flat, I guess. Yeah, D up flat. And then like E down flat, I guess. And then, but we'll just call it E. Call it D. D, up, D flat, D, and then G flat, F sharp, whatever. Then, or G flat, up, F up. Then F sharp. This would be like F up, F sharp, then G up, A down, C. So. Um, 10 out of 22, 11, 8. Yeah. 2L3S, yeah. There's no major, third and 11, only super major and minor. My color scheme, I don't remember, honestly. I was doing like, I had a system I was kind of doing, but I think I didn't really understand 22. And I think it ended up being kind of backwards from how I usually do it, but it sort of made sense to me already, so I just kept it. I honestly don't remember. I'm pretty sure I was like on stream. It looks like yours on the Lumitone. Yeah, I don't know. It looks similar to the one that what's that guy's name? David, whatever. The Lumitone guy. It looks similar to his. I didn't get it. I didn't like look up I don't remember how I came up with it, but I did not like look up a layout. I'm like 70% sure. Actually, more like 85% sure. I mean, it's possible I did, but that just doesn't even sound like something I would do. You know, I just like to make things up, so I just came up with it, I think. The like it's logical to me because the two blues are like on the naturals and the down sharps, but normally like on most of my tuning layouts I do blue for flat. What I think probably happened was I was looking at the notes and stuff, and I was looking at the diatonic scale because I'm pretty sure it was one of the first tunings I was messing with, and I was trying to figure out what was what, and I think I like figured there were half flats and full flats. That's probably how I got the two blues, because that kind of is more how I usually do things. And if that was the case, the yellows were probably sharp, and then maybe the fuchsias were like the same or whatever. I don't really remember though, honestly. We both have turquoise for naturals, pink for sharp, yellow for flat, dark blue for down sharp. Yeah, I don't know. pretty sure like
So as we've been exploring, all these equally
this
divided
one looks a
tunings
lot like
come with
it
their
too.
own distinct
Oops,
flavor.
sorry. Hold on. This one looks a lot like it too. It looks very similar. Oh, you can't see it. This is his layout. I'm, I didn't take it from here. I just the only way I would have taken it from here, like maybe you asked me to do these colors and I liked the color layout. That's the only thing I'm thinking it could have been. As to why I would do it this way. But I really don't. I don't remember doing that. His layout looks very similar though. It's possible I got it from there. I really don't think I did though. I think it just happened to be the same. I really honestly think it's a coincidence. I don't know though, but there's probably I mean, not that I would wish or expect anyone to actually take the time to comb through my boring ass streams to find out, but there's probably some record of it on the stream. It's probably one of the first layouts I came up with, and I probably did it on stream because I was streaming a lot back then. But I don't know. There's definitely some chance I just use that layout. I don't know. It's almost the same for sure. But his looks. He has like orange, I think, and kind of pink or whatever. And I went with yellow and fuchsia, so it's very similar, but not the same. But the two blues, it's uncanny. And I probably did see his video, at some point, so maybe like subconsciously it just sank in that way. Seems like a weird thing to have a meticulous recollection of, even on subconsciously, but I don't know. What was I doing? Oh yeah, so this. So man, this was so hard to remember. my whole idea is to 27 Ito strings, the OG ones. You like that? You like the 27 Ito arc? How do I think 22 blues would sound? You know what that reminds me of is the checker tonic sounds really bluesy. The checker tonic sounds really bluesy. So that one's just 4 and 2. Have you heard that? I should try this one. Smatonic. Smitonic. Also 4 and 2. Oh, 29. Yeah, that was a whole thing. That was a long winding road to nowhere. Should go back to 29 at some point. I feel like it just made me realize I don't really care for 29. I really tried. I couldn't get anything going with it. And Nautilus, like I couldn't make any sense of Nautilus. Oh my god. Um, it was cool though. I mean, I did learn a lot of stuff. Came up with some layouts and stared at Scale Workshop and stuff like that. I'll have to go back to 29 when I have a Lumitone. Nautilus is like double Porcupine. Not just for me. I mean, it literally is double Porcupine. If you do one of them, that's Porcupine. Um, it's literally you take a Porcupine and then you offset it by I can't remember how much, but it's some interval I think in Porcupine. Maybe and then it's you have the 14 note version. You like 22's Porcupine better than 29's? I do too. I think I don't remember exactly, but I think the neutral step just sounds a lot cooler in 22. I wish they would fix the Is it this? 248? Oh, I'm sorry, it's this 165. It looks pretty similar actually. What is it? 63? That's almost the same. I guess those little differences add up, but I don't know. Your minor third becomes really wide. Yeah, that's what's cool about it. I love those wide minor thirds. Oh, at 29 it's even wider is what you're saying. Oh, okay, I see. I'll do a little compare real quick. I've been really good about not straying from 22, but I guess I can take a break for a second. So, Sounds too dark. Let's compare that to porcupine. Yeah, this one just sounds smoother. I don't know what it is, but it really does. This one, the 29 one's too gritty. If you want an aggressive porcupine, 29 would be a good choice. Or better than 22. Put a little distortion on that. You think 26 is 2 or 3, 23 cents perfect? 26 doesn't have, yeah, 29 is green, yeah. 26, does that have porcupine? Hey, Fook. What's up, dude? I see. Yeah, this one would sound cool with a, like a, maybe like this. P4 is wide in 29 or no 22. No, 26. It's too wide for porcupine. I see. Okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah, 26 is too wide for porcupine. I got it. Otherwise, it gets the name Superpine. Which is mean tone pork. Interesting. So that's based off of this. Yeah, that's not. That's like just a whole step. Just a, yeah. Yeah, it doesn't really have a good neutral second. '26 is cool though. I'm kind of gunning for 26 for tuning of the year next year. Yeah, there's no neutral second. And 52. Well, what's between these two? Yeah, I guess so. Whatever's between these is probably neutral. Yeah, hopefully 26 will win next year. There's a lot I would be fine with it. Like 17 would be cool. 19 would be cool. I'd even be down for 31. I mean, why not? If we actually keep doing tuning the year, it's gonna win eventually. So, yeah, 26 would be my first choice though. I think 26 is like around the corner. I don't know, the flat tone is just so good. The reason I think I don't go to 26 as much as I go to 22, for one, it's the layout is not as convenient on the linnstrument. That's a big reason I stick with 22. It's because the layout's actually good. But another reason is that 13 Ito is just not easy to use. Now I've kind of gotten to a point where I kind of like 13 Ito, but it was so hard to get there. But 11 Ito is literally the opposite. Like I love 11 Ito, always have. Always thought it was cool. But flat tone in 26 is just awesome. But flat tone is not that complicated, you know what I mean? It's really straightforward. It sounds great. It's not the most stimulating thing. But it just in terms of to think about. It's not that stimulating to think about, but in terms of just playing it, it's like great. I love it. It's very easy to notate too, no ups or downs. Yeah. 13 instead. I like 13 now. It's hard to get there. And I think I prefer, just generally, I prefer sharp tunings to flat tunings. They just seem more interesting to me. It's not really that they seem more interesting to me. I think I just am more attracted to that sound in general. But 26 is kind of that sweet spot where the flat tunings get interesting. Like if it's just a little bit flat, it's usually not, like 31 and 19 are like fine, but 26 is where it actually starts to feel like kind of different. Like, oh, we're actually doing something different, something new with this. I mean, you can do a lot of new stuff in 31 too. I'm such a 31 hater, but 31 is really cool. What about 45? Yeah, it's too big. You like your accurate 7/4 and 11/8. Yeah. I think 26 is slapped on for sure. You know that the Zen Zone guy or whatever his name is? I think that's his channel's name. He has a 22 tone guitar and a 26 tone guitar. And I'm like, dude, that is exactly what I would do. I think that's exactly what I would do. Yeah, and a 17. I probably wouldn't get the 17 though. I do like 17, but the reason I'm not into 17 is because I really like 34. So I would rather just jump straight into 34 than to deep dive into 17. Which is probably what I'll do eventually. Yeah, I think when I get the Lumitone, I'm probably gonna get a little ADD again because I'll have all these different tunings to try out. So I want to try 26. I want to revisit all my old favorites and see how they are. But yeah, I don't know, I'm way more interested in I'm not that interested in Ito's below 20 for some reason. 22 is actually probably the smallest Ito that I'm like seriously interested in right now. Or even have been. 22 is probably the only one that I'm like, oh yeah, I'd probably really dig into this one. But I'll definitely check out 31 on the Lumitone. What I would really like to do is just spend some time like learning the existing 31 theory, just because there's so much out there. Just take advantage of the fact that there is a tuning system with some like educational resources. And just try to learn it. Maybe I'll even try to learn some of those like Zia pieces like Blair did. And but yeah, I really want to try 34 and 26 and 27 too. I'm kind of scared to go higher than 34 right now, but maybe I'll check out 53 just because it's such a popular tuning. And I'll probably try out 55 too, because I really like the sound of it overall. Well, not overall, just the little bit that I've heard. But yeah, I don't know. I'll figure out what seems too like too many notes. Hit you for any mappings, yeah. Yeah, I'll probably bug you if I need to. It has 11 in it. Oh, I didn't even think about that. I do like a lot of 11 N tunings. I think I liked 33 when I messed with it, but I think I liked 34 more. And then I did not like 44. I remember that. I did not like 44 at all. But yeah, I liked 55. Yeah, I didn't even realize. I must really like 11. And Ito's for some weird reason. There's just too many tunings. 77 has a really accurate 3/2. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. At a certain point, it's like, this just sounds like too much. Yeah, I'm still gonna do 22 on Lumitone, sure, for sure. So these are sub-diminished. you know, I'm I'm never gonna just play one tuning. Like that's insane. Why would you do that? Maybe after like years of experimenting, I will come to realize that there's one tuning that does everything I want. But I'm not like intending to do that. Like, or maybe after going back and forth, it's just you. Maybe I'll come to the conclusion that I would rather spend my time on this one tuning that maybe it's not perfect, but I know I like it enough to really invest in it and push it, put a lot of myself into it. So I'll just decide to do that one tuning, you know. But yeah, I'm really not that kind of person though. I have a really hard time just like doing one thing and focusing on one thing. I can do it. I can do it for short bursts. Like I can go through a phase where I'm really hyper focused on one thing, but that's it. I mean, I get bored eventually. And honestly, after naming all the 22 Ito triads, I'm already like, well, what? How would you name all the other? How would you name the triads in this tuning and that tuning? And I'm like already like kind of wondering about all that. Like unless somebody else starts doing that before I get to it, I'll probably just start doing that eventually. I'll just do it. I'm not gonna do every possible tuning, obviously, but I would at least try it with the ones that I'm interested in. Yeah, I think in 22, 22 becomes A177, like the C, E sharp, F, A in 26. Oh, it becomes augmented unison. Oh, weird. Um, yeah, I think for 22, what I want to do now is like now that I feel better about the chords, like now I want to go through and I want to learn the basic Moss scales and see if there's any. I don't think there's any like temperaments that they missed that are like, I mean, I guess mathematically speaking, there's like probably temperaments that are missed. I don't actually know, but there's I think they have all the patterns here, but I'm not sure. I'll go back and look because these are all based. Every one of these Moss scales is based off of some stacking some interval of 22. Um, So obviously if you stack a Ito step, that doesn't give you anything, it just gives you 22. So but there's, stacking every other step that gives you 11 Ito. So that's not going to be on here. That's just 11 Ito. But if you do all of these and all the 11 Ito mosses, I think you get every generator of 22, I think, is represented here. So I want to get familiar with those because those are the basic, those are kind of the structural like scales of 22 basically. They kind of reveal, the structure of 22. You just break it down by interval and then make an octave repeating scale based off of it. So you just use that interval and the octave is your generators basically. And I just want to get, I'm not saying I'm going to master all of these. Some of them probably seem kind of useless, but I just want to get familiar with them. So Orwell and Porcupine, and I'm already kind of familiar with Porcupine. Like Hedgehog, I've never practiced actually. And I already know SuperPyth pretty decently. Pajara, I've practiced a little bit. But yeah, I just started. What is this? Double wide. Wasn't that other thing called Citric? Hey, we have two Citrics. What? Why are there two Citrics? I want to learn these. Just start learning a bunch of scales. And then like looking at the triads and stuff. Most of the mosses don't have interesting triads. Most of the mosses are not interesting at all. I think the mod mosses are more interesting than the mosses for the most part. So. These are all just keymet chords and minor chords. And major chords. What is this? Hedgehog. 3-5-3-5. Oh, I've done this before. So 3. Hold on. Three, 5, 3, 3, 5, 3. I'm getting tired. I can't figure out what I'm doing. Called down D, F, A flat, C, diminished neutral 7. I think you call this chord F sharp 7 over C. C, E sharp, F, A. E sharp, F, A. So that'd be like a F, A, C, E sharp, right? So that'd be like some kind of major chord. And then super major 7th. Yeah, exactly. F sharp 7 over C. Yes, something like that. Yeah, absolutely. You call down D, F, A flat, C, diminished neutral 7. Down D, F, A flat, C, diminished. The identical chord would be D, F, double A flat, C. Maybe O tonal diminished. Minor. Hey, Litten, what's up, dude? It depends on like if there's another good diminished triad, which I guess there probably are several diminished triads in 26, because it isn't 26 also has sub, minor, minor, major, and super major. So it's probably similar. I think a lot of the naming is going to be simpler in 26 because flat tone, you basically just represent like mean tone. So you don't have to do any of the like weird kind of backwards logic that you have to do in like a sharp 5 system, like a sharper 5th system. Sub minor, minor, major, super major, and ultra major. And major borders neutral. Yeah, so like if you went by sound, I guess you have like sub major, super major, ultra major. It's something like that. Oh yeah, it's like super flat. This is close to 1310. It's a little sharp, I guess, but that, I mean, I know people are gonna call that a third, but I guess it's close enough to 1310 to call it that. But I don't know. That's like too sharp to me personally, but maybe not. They have audio on this. Yeah, I can hear it. Yeah, I can hear it actually. Sounds kind of like a third, yeah, for sure. Now this one's even sharper, so was it 10 of 26? I don't know. It sounds almost like a fourth to me, but let me just boot up 26 real quick. Yeah, I can hear it. It's a weird interval though, yeah. So what were you asking me? So maybe you said this identical chord would be D, F, A double flat, C. Yeah, it'd be a half diminished chord. That sounds more diminished than this. This sounds kind of weird. This reminds me of like that chemic chord kind of. It's like this weird, but it's a little darker sounding than that one, but it's a similar kind of vibe. Like it's kind of stretchy. That sounds pretty diminished. This was a little more zen. So yeah. Whatever. So this is oh, am I playing the wrong chord? So here's minor third, right? So you said you said D, F to A double flat. So D, assume this is D, and it's not, but say pretend this is D, F, A, flat, double flat. So what is the diatonic diminished in this? It would be this. Oh, so that would be the regular diminished. Yeah, I don't know. The thing is in 22, what I'm calling what happens to be the diatonic diminished in nice tone is what we're calling the O-tonal diminished. So I'm calling that just the diminished. But there are people who want to call the subminor third stack the Orwell chord or Archie chord, whatever you want to call it. Some people just call that the diminished because some people say that SuperPyth is diatonic in 22, and by that I don't disagree with that, but by that they mean that's what your diatonic scale is. You don't have another diatonic scale. Or if you say diatonic, they assume you mean SuperPyth, but a lot of people think that. It's kind of weird to me because it's very not. You like Orwell's stack? Yeah, the only chord name I'm like I really like Sense of Magic and Magic. I like that there's the same, like they both have the word magic in them, so, and they're all kind of related because they're all augmented chords. So it's kind of a cool substitute for the term augmented that highlights that it's different. And I even think the name of it kind of makes sense. Like augmented chords sound kind of fantastical and ethereal and kind of magical anyway. And you know, these are augmented chords in a way, and they do kind of have a similar vibe. So I think those are good names, but the Orwell one is like the only one where I'm like, what the fuck does Orwell mean? Like, where does that even? What's an Orwell? You know what I mean? I know where the name comes from. Like I know it's like 19 steps of 84 Ito is like a great generator for the temperament. But it's like if you're telling somebody the name of this chord and you're like, oh, it's an Orwell, major Orwell minor. Not to mention like Orwell's kind of an awkward word to just say over and over again. Orwell, 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 Orwell. It's just like, but I don't have a better name. I just don't. Because that's the only one that unifies those three chords. Yeah, I know George Orwell, the author. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the reason they're. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, because of the book, exactly. Yeah, so I get that, but it's like, what does that have to do with, you know, it's such a fun, it's just a funny. I guess it's a like it's definitely not. It's not an obscure reference. It's just the story of that. If you're like, say you're just interested in 22 Ito, and you're this is why people don't like the temperament naming schemes, is because they're like, oh well, they don't want to like burden people with the information. But I don't know. I kind of like the stories and all that are kind of behind it. I kind of don't like how like in the wiki channel they're like arguing about changing like monzos and vowels and all this, and they're just trying to get like pure mathematical terms, and like it's like, dude, it's already so dry. The only thing like that's not dry about the terminology is like there's there's people behind it, and they had lives, and there's names, and you wonder who is Valerie, like, you know what I mean? Who is Val? Like, what was she like? You just wonder about the yeah, they want to like take Val off of the wiki and just call everything a vector. And it's like, what? Why? And they're like trying to get rid of it because it's like not a necessary term because it's already a math term. Yes, some people want to do that. They were arguing about it on Discord. There's also people who are like trying to get rid of color notation or like severely minimize it. And like, everybody's got an opinion. And I mean, I don't use color notation, but I just assume there's something to it, because like most of Kite's ideas are really good, I feel like if nothing else, at least out of respect for Kite, like just keep it up there and let it be available in case somebody gets some use out of it, because I mean, the guy's contributed enough to earn that, just benefit of the doubt. Even if you don't get it, like maybe somebody will, And like, no matter what you say about color notation, like you're using ups and downs, like nobody has a better system for that kind of stuff than that. F and B minor 6. Sure. B flat minor 6. I don't know if I'm remembering the melody correctly, but you like the super major 6 better? Isn't that what I played? What did I play? Isn't that it? Yeah. Or you like the down major? Maybe in the melody I didn't play it. In the melody I didn't play it, yeah. Okay, I think I'm gonna get going. I'm kind of having a hard time focusing. I gotta get ready to go out of town. Gotta clean and stuff. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna stream tomorrow. It's definitely possible. If I do, it'll probably be kind of an earlier stream. But I don't know. And if I don't, this will be my last stream for probably a week or so, a little more than a week. So I'll kind of post online when I'm gonna come back. If I do stream at all, which is pretty unlikely, it'll be like a no camera, no microphone kind of deal. And I'd probably just stream some games or something on my other channel, but I'm probably not even gonna do that. I'm gonna be with my relatives and stuff. And, I might be on Discord or something like that, but not pretty unlikely that I'll stream. So anyway, with that in mind, thanks everybody for checking out the stream tonight. Thanks Variable for dropping in. When I come back from vacation, July is an exciting month. For one, I should be getting the Lumitone sometime in July. And at least for a couple days when I get the Lumitone, I'll probably be spending quite a bit of time with that. So I'll probably be doing earlier streams for that. Also, 7/12, July 12th. That is the anniversary of the Ito tier list. I made this Ito tier list last year on the 12th. I'm going to try not to look at it so I don't poison my mind. But I'm going to make a fresh Ito tier list on the 12th. And after I make it, I'm going to open up the old one and compare. And I guess I'll do that every year, I guess. Until it gets boring or I forget or whatever. So yeah, definitely we'll do something for that. Definitely stream for that. Try to stream a little earlier. Other than those two things, though, I'm gonna be recording my album. I gotta record my album. I've kind of not been able to work on it the last couple weeks, so it's probably gonna be pretty minimal. Well, pretty late streams. Other than that, but I don't think I have to grind Uber anymore. Hopefully not for the rest of the year. Fingers crossed. But I do have to work on that album though. So anyway, I'll see y'all maybe tomorrow, but definitely in July. So hope everybody has a good is having a good summer. Continues to do so. And yeah, see y'all next time. Have a good one.